Imagine being a kid, but instead of playing with toys, you're playing with the fate of nations. Today, we're counting down 5 kids who were thrust into power at an incredibly young age, wielding authority that most adults can only dream of. From lavish lifestyles to life and death decisions, their stories are stranger than fiction. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for number 1, because this ruler's story is so wild, it will completely change how you see power. Coming in at number 5, we have King Oyo of Turo. Ascending to the throne in Uganda in 1995 at just 3 years old, he became the world's youngest reigning monarch. Imagine a toddler, literally sitting on a throne, with advisors whispering state secrets in his ear. While his duties were largely ceremonial until he came of age, his coronation ceremony was a global spectacle. He had regents to guide him, but the weight of a kingdom rested on his tiny shoulders. His story is a modern marvel of tradition meeting the 21st century. At number 4, we have a name you might recognize, but a story you probably don't know. Mary, Queen of Scots. Her life was pure drama from the very beginning. Her father died when she was just 6 days old, making her the infant Queen of Scotland. She was immediately caught in a political tug-of-war between England and France. To keep her safe, she was sent to France at age 5 to be raised in the French court, betrothed to the future king. She was living a life of unimaginable luxury, but every move was a political calculation. Her childhood was a prelude to one of the most turbulent and tragic reigns in British history. Next up, at number 3, we travel to ancient Rome to meet Emperor Elagabalus. He became emperor at the tender age of 14, and his reign was, well, legendary for all the wrong reasons. Coming from Syria, he brought his religious customs to Rome, which didn't sit well with the traditional Roman elite. He was known for his extreme extravagance, lavish parties, and shocking behavior that scandalized the entire empire. He was a teenager with unlimited power and money, and he used it to challenge every Roman norm. His 4-year reign was short, but it was so chaotic and decadent that historians are still talking about it 2,000 years later. Now, for our number 2 spot, we head to the Forbidden City in China to find Pui, the last emperor. His story is just unbelievable. He was chosen as emperor when he was only 2 years old. Can you even picture that? A toddler, declared the lord of 10,000 years, living in a massive palace with thousands of servants, unable to leave its walls. He was a prisoner in his own golden cage. He had everything he could ever want, but he had no freedom and no real idea of the world outside. His life saw the fall of an empire, world wars, and a complete reinvention of his country. From divine ruler to a regular citizen, his journey is one of the most dramatic transformations in history. Before we reveal our number 1, think about this. What would you do with absolute power as a child? The stories we've heard are already intense, but our top spot goes to a ruler whose power and influence at a young age eclipse everyone else on this list. This story is so iconic, it has fascinated people for millennia. And now, for the number 1 most powerful child ruler in history, King Tutankhamun of ancient Egypt. More famously known as King Tut, he took the throne around the age of 9. 9 years old, he wasn't just a figurehead. He was considered a living god on earth. During his reign, he made massive decisions, including reversing the radical religious reforms of his father, Akhenaten, and restoring the traditional Egyptian pantheon of gods. This was a monumental move that stabilized the entire kingdom. He was a boy pharaoh making decisions that would shape one of the world's greatest civilizations. And the discovery of his nearly intact tomb in 1922, filled with unimaginable golden treasures, catapulted him to worldwide fame, making him the most famous pharaoh of all time. A boy who ruled as a god, whose legacy was buried for thousands of years, only to be rediscovered and captivate the world forever. From a toddler king in Uganda to a god king in Egypt, these stories show that age is just a number when destiny calls. Let us know what you think of which child ruler's story shocked you the most. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories from history. See you next time.